Imagine a jet that moves like a fighter but carries the firepower of a bomber. That's the B-1 Lancer, also called the Bone by its crew. It's one of the most powerful bombers in the world, able to carry 75,000 pounds of bombs and strike anywhere, anytime. But what makes this jet so special? How has it become a nightmare for its enemies? Let's find out. The B-1 Lancer is not just any bomber. It is a war machine built for speed, stealth, and power. Unlike older bombers that focus only on carrying heavy loads, this aircraft brings incredible speed and maneuverability, making it one of the most dangerous bombers ever designed. This aircraft can fly at speeds of over 900 miles per hour, which is faster than most military bombers. This speed allows it to reach its target quickly, deliver its strike, and retreat before enemy defenses can react. While some bombers move slowly and need fighter jets for protection, the B-1 Lancer can outrun many threats on its own. Its four powerful jet engines give it the speed of a fighter while still carrying a huge amount of weapons. One of the most unique features of the B-1 Lancer is its swept-back wing design. These wings change position mid-flight, making the aircraft adaptable to different missions. When taking off or flying at slower speeds, the wings extend outward, creating more lift and allowing for better control and fuel efficiency. But when the aircraft needs to fly fast, the wings pull back, making it more aerodynamic and reducing air resistance. This allows the B-1 to fly long distances without stopping for refueling, making it perfect for missions that require global reach. Stealth is another key advantage of the B-1 Lancer. While it is not fully invisible to radar, it is much harder to detect than older bombers. Its shape and design help it avoid radar detection, especially when flying at low altitudes. Many bombers fly high where they are easier to spot, but the B-1 can fly close to the ground, using mountains and terrain to stay hidden from enemy radars. This gives it a huge advantage when approaching heavily guarded targets. Another reason why the B-1 Lancer is so dangerous is its massive weapons capacity. It can carry up to 75,000 pounds of bombs and missiles, which is more than almost any other bomber in the world. This includes a mix of unguided bombs for large-scale destruction, smart bombs for precision strikes, and long-range missiles that can hit targets hundreds of miles away. The aircraft has multiple internal bomb bays, allowing it to carry different types of weapons for different missions at the same time. This means that whether the mission requires destroying enemy bases, hitting underground bunkers, or wiping out moving targets, the B-1 Lancer is ready for the job. What makes this bomber even more impressive is that it is not just about dropping bombs, it is also designed to adapt to modern warfare. With the ability to carry high-tech weapons, it is constantly upgraded with better guidance systems, smarter bombs, and advanced technology that makes its attacks more precise and effective. When you put all of these factors together, unmatched speed, smart wing design, stealth capabilities, and a massive payload, it is easy to see why the B-1 Lancer is one of the most powerful bombers ever built. It can strike fast, hit hard, and disappear before the enemy even knows what happened. This combination of speed, flexibility, and firepower is what makes the B-1 Lancer a true nightmare for its enemies. The B-1 Lancer is not just a powerful aircraft on paper. It has been tested in real combat and has proven itself time and time again. This bomber has played a major role in military operations across the world, striking deep into enemy territory with speed, precision, and overwhelming firepower. Its ability to reach targets quickly, unleash destruction, and leave before enemy defenses can respond makes it one of the most effective war machines in modern warfare. One of the most recent demonstrations of its power took place in 2024 when a U.S. military base in Jordan was attacked by an enemy drone strike. The attack killed several soldiers and injured many others. In response, the U.S. military quickly planned a large-scale retaliation mission. 2 B-1 Lancers were chosen for the job because of their ability to carry a wide range of weapons and deliver massive destruction in a single mission. These bombers were loaded with a deadly combination of guided bombs, long-range missiles, and cluster munitions, ensuring that every target would be completely destroyed. As the B-1s took off, the ground crews worked quickly to load the aircraft with the maximum amount of firepower. Unlike other bombers, the B-1 can be prepared for a mission in a very short amount of time, allowing the military to respond rapidly to any threat. The 2 aircraft flew thousands of miles without stopping, refueling midair before reaching their targets in Iraq and Syria. Because of its long-range capabilities, the B-1 can be launched from bases in the US or Europe and still strike targets in the Middle East, Asia, or anywhere else in the world. As the B-1 bombers approached enemy territory, they dropped to a lower altitude, flying close to the ground to avoid detection. Unlike older bombers, which are forced to fly high and risk being spotted by enemy radar, the B-1's stealthy design and terrain-following radar system allow it to stay hidden until the very last moment. This makes it nearly impossible for enemy air defenses to react in time. Once they reach their target areas, the bomb bay doors opened and a mix of precision-guided bombs, cluster munitions, and cruise missiles rained down on enemy positions. The attack was fast, coordinated, and devastating. Within minutes, 85 enemy targets across 7 locations were completely destroyed. The explosions lit up the night sky, sending a clear message that the US military was ready to strike back with full force. This mission was just one example of how the B-1 Lancer is used to deliver powerful attacks against enemy forces. Over the years, this bomber has been involved in hundreds of operations, proving its value in many different types of warfare. During the War on Terror, 2014 to 2018, the B-1 played a major role in taking down terrorist groups. When ISIS seized large areas in Iraq and Syria, the US military relied heavily on the B-1 Lancer to conduct airstrikes on enemy strongholds. These bombers carried out hundreds of missions, dropping over 2,000 bombs to destroy weapons factories, training camps, and enemy hideouts. The B-1 was so effective that ISIS fighters began calling it the monster of the sky, fearing its ability to appear out of nowhere and unleash destruction. But the B-1 isn't just used in the Middle East. It also plays a key role in global deterrence missions. Since 2020, the US has been using the B-1 to patrol the South China Sea and other contested regions. These missions are designed to show military strength and keep potential adversaries in check. When B-1 bombers fly over these areas, enemy nations are forced to send fighter jets to intercept them, proving just how much of a threat this bomber is. However, with its superior speed and maneuverability, the B-1 can easily outrun enemy aircraft, escape interception, and return to safety. Another reason why the B-1 remains so powerful is its ability to operate without relying on foreign bases. In 2018, 2 B-1 bombers were sent on a 6,000-mile round-trip mission from the US to the Middle East to conduct airstrikes. This demonstrated that the US could strike anywhere in the world without needing to rely on nearby bases. Unlike other bombers, which may require regional airfields, the B-1 can take off from US soil, complete a mission thousands of miles away, and return home, all in a single trip. Even in modern warfare, where enemies have high-tech air defenses and advanced radar systems, the B-1 remains one of the most difficult aircraft to stop. Its combination of stealth, speed, and overwhelming firepower makes it one of the most valuable bombers in the US Air Force. Every time the B-1 Lancer is deployed, it proves why it is one of the most feared bombers in the world. Whether it's destroying terrorist strongholds, taking out enemy bunkers, or showing military dominance in contested regions, the B-1 continues to dominate the skies and strike fear into its enemies. The B-1 Lancer is not just a bomber, it is a flying arsenal of destruction. What makes it so deadly is its massive weapons capacity and advanced targeting systems, allowing it to strike a wide range of targets with precision, speed, and overwhelming force. Unlike older bombers that could only drop unguided bombs, the B-1 can carry a mix of traditional bombs, guided missiles, cluster munitions, and even long-range precision strike weapons. This gives it the flexibility to handle any type of mission, from large-scale destruction to pinpoint attacks on specific enemy positions. One of the biggest advantages of the B-1 Lancer is its ability to carry up to 75,000 pounds of weapons, making it one of the largest bomb-carrying aircraft in the world. Its 3 internal bomb bays allow it to carry different types of weapons for different types of attacks, making it one of the most versatile bombers ever built. The B-1 can be loaded with unguided bombs, also known as dumb bombs, which are ideal for destroying large enemy areas, bases, and fortifications. These include the Mk-82, a 500-pound general-purpose bomb that can be dropped in large numbers to devastate enemy positions. The B-1 can carry up to 84 of these bombs, creating a massive explosion zone that wipes out everything in its path. This type of attack is commonly used to soften enemy defenses before ground troops move in. However, modern warfare isn't just about dropping bombs. Precision is key. That's why the B-1 also carries smart bombs, which use laser guidance, GPS, and infrared targeting to hit their targets with pinpoint accuracy. One of the most advanced smart bombs in its arsenal is the JDAM, Joint Direct Attack Munition, which converts regular bombs into precision-guided weapons. These bombs are extremely effective in destroying enemy bunkers, vehicles, and high-value targets with minimal collateral damage. When the B-1 Lancer is equipped with JDAMs, it can strike deep into enemy territory without the risk of missing its target. For targets that require complete destruction, the B-1 carries bunker-busting bombs designed to penetrate reinforced structures and underground enemy bases. The GBU-31 and GBU-72 bunker buster bombs are some of the most powerful weapons in the U.S. arsenal. These bombs can break through layers of concrete and steel before detonating inside enemy hideouts, making them the perfect weapon for taking out underground bunkers and deeply buried command centers. Another devastating weapon that the B-1 can deploy is the CBU-103 cluster bomb. Unlike a regular bomb that explodes in one place, a cluster bomb releases hundreds of smaller explosives over a large area, making it extremely effective against troops, vehicles, and enemy convoys. Each CBU-103 bomb disperses 202 mini-explosives, covering a massive zone and ensuring that no enemy escapes. This weapon is particularly useful in open battlefield scenarios, where enemy forces try to move quickly or hide in groups. For long-range attacks, the B-1 carries the AGM-158JASSM, a high-tech missile capable of striking enemy targets from up to 620 miles away. This allows the B-1 to destroy enemy air defenses, military bases, and weapon stockpiles without ever entering enemy airspace. The JASSM is also a stealth missile, meaning that enemy radar systems have a hard time detecting it until it's too late. If the B-1 is flying near a battlefield and needs to take out a high-value target deep inside enemy territory, it can launch these missiles without putting itself at risk. The B-1 Lancer's arsenal is not limited to bombs and missiles. It is also capable of deploying naval mines, electronic warfare equipment, and high-tech surveillance tools to support military operations. This makes it one of the most multifunctional aircraft in the U.S. Air Force. One of the most exciting new upgrades to the B-1 Lancer is its ability to carry hypersonic missiles, which travel at speeds of over 5 times the speed of sound. These new weapons, like the AGM-183 ARRW, Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, will allow the B-1 to strike targets anywhere in the world within minutes. Hypersonic missiles are almost impossible to intercept, making them one of the most dangerous weapons in modern warfare. As these new missiles become operational, the B-1 Lancer will remain one of the most feared bombers in the world. Despite being originally designed for nuclear warfare, the B-1 Lancer now operates exclusively with conventional weapons. However, its ability to carry and deliver a mix of deadly firepower ensures that it will remain a key player in modern military conflicts for years to come. With its ability to launch precision attacks, destroy large enemy areas, and strike from long distances, the B-1 Lancer is not just a bomber, it is a complete weapon system built for modern warfare. Whether it is supporting ground troops, carrying out strategic bombing missions, or deterring potential adversaries, the B-1 Lancer's deadly arsenal makes it one of the most powerful aircraft in history. With ongoing upgrades and next-generation weapons being integrated, the B-1 will continue to dominate battlefields well into the future. The B-1 Lancer is not just a relic of the past, it is a war machine that continues to evolve. Despite being in service for decades, it remains one of the most powerful and adaptable bombers in the world. While newer bombers like the B-21 Raider are on the horizon, the B-1 is not retiring anytime soon. Instead, it is undergoing a series of major upgrades that will keep it battle-ready and more dangerous than ever until at least 2040. One of the biggest reasons the B-1 remains a key part of the U.S. Air Force is its ability to be upgraded with the latest technology. Over the past few years, the U.S. military has invested billions of dollars into modernizing the B-1, ensuring it stays relevant in modern warfare. These upgrades focus on improving its weapons capacity, flight performance, stealth features, and digital systems, making it even more effective on the battlefield. One of the most significant upgrades is the expansion of its bomb bays. Engineers have redesigned the aircraft's forward bomb bay, increasing its size to allow the B-1 to carry larger and more advanced weapons. This upgrade makes it possible to integrate hypersonic missiles, which are among the most advanced and unstoppable weapons in modern warfare. These missiles travel at speeds more than 5 times the speed of sound, making them nearly impossible for enemy defenses to intercept. With these next-generation weapons, the B-1 will become an even greater long-range threat. In addition to carrying more weapons, the B-1 is also receiving improved targeting and communication systems. The aircraft is being equipped with the Link 16 data sharing system, allowing it to receive real-time battlefield information from satellites, drones, and other aircraft. This means that instead of relying on outdated mission plans, the B-1's crew can adjust their targets mid-flight, making the bomber far more adaptable and precise in combat. Another major upgrade is the enhancement of its radar and electronic warfare systems. While the B-1 is not a stealth bomber, these upgrades reduce its radar signature, making it harder for enemy air defenses to detect. Additionally, its new electronic warfare capabilities allow it to jam enemy radar and disrupt incoming missile threats. This means that the B-1 can enter heavily defended areas with much less risk than before. The U.S. military is also reinforcing the aircraft's airframe, ensuring that it remains in service for another 15 to 20 years. As aircraft age, they become more difficult to maintain, but with these reinforcements, the B-1 will continue to fly high-performance missions without reliability issues. The Air Force is committed to keeping a strong bomber fleet, and instead of replacing the B-1 immediately, they are making sure it remains effective until the B-21 Raider is fully operational. One of the biggest changes coming to the B-1 program is its shift toward hypersonic and long-range strike capabilities. The U.S. military has tested new advanced cruise missiles and bunker-busting bombs on the B-1, allowing it to strike deep into enemy territory with unmatched accuracy and power. One of these weapons, the GBU-72, is a new generation bunker buster bomb designed to destroy underground enemy bases and reinforced military structures. These precision weapons make the B-1 even more lethal in modern combat scenarios. The Air Force has also started restoring the B-1's external hardpoints, which were previously removed due to arms control treaties. These hardpoints allow the B-1 to carry additional weapons or external fuel tanks, extending its range and increasing its firepower. In the future, this could enable the B-1 to carry more advanced missiles and drones, making it even more versatile on the battlefield. Even though the B-21 Raider is expected to replace older bombers, the transition will take time, and the B-1 Lancer will continue to serve as a vital part of the U.S. Air Force. The B-21 program is still in development, meaning that the B-1 will remain one of the Air Force's primary bombers for at least another decade. The B-1 is still faster than any other bomber in service and is capable of launching rapid, high-intensity attacks that other bombers cannot match. As global threats continue to evolve, the B-1 remains one of America's most reliable tools for power projection. The rise of advanced air defenses, drone warfare, and electronic attacks means that older bombers could become vulnerable. But with these new upgrades, the B-1 is being adapted to survive modern battlefields. Whether it's used for strategic deterrence, rapid response missions, or full-scale attacks, the B-1 is still a critical piece of America's military power. Despite its age, the B-1 Lancer is far from obsolete. With modern weapons, advanced technology, and continuous upgrades, it remains one of the deadliest bombers in the world. As long as it continues to adapt, the B-1 will remain a serious threat until at least 2040, a true testament to its incredible design and enduring combat capability. The B-1 Lancer is more than just a bomber. It is a symbol of air power, speed, and destruction. For decades, it has been one of the most feared aircraft in modern warfare. And despite the arrival of new bombers, the B-1 is not ready to retire just yet. With its unmatched speed, massive firepower, and advanced upgrades, this aircraft continues to play a vital role in military operations around the world. Many bombers become outdated after a few decades, but the B-1 has remained relevant because of its unique combination of speed and heavy firepower. Unlike the massive B-52, which is slow and depends on long-range missiles, and unlike the stealthy B-2, which is expensive and limited in numbers, the B-1 Lancer is a perfect balance between speed, stealth, and payload. It is fast enough to outrun threats, flexible enough to handle multiple types of missions, and powerful enough to deliver overwhelming destruction in a single strike. The B-1's history proves its dominance. It has been used in some of the most critical missions in recent military history, including high-intensity bombings in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. It has crippled enemy strongholds, eliminated key targets, and served as a constant reminder of U.S. military superiority. Even today, the B-1 continues to patrol strategic areas around the world, ensuring that America's adversaries think twice before making a move. One of the reasons the B-1 refuses to retire is because it is constantly evolving. The aircraft has undergone major upgrades, improving its weapons, radar systems, electronic warfare capabilities, and survivability on the modern battlefield. With these upgrades, the B-1 can fly faster, strike with more accuracy, and adapt to new forms of warfare. It has also been modified to carry hypersonic missiles, making it even more dangerous than ever before. These next-generation weapons will ensure that the B-1 remains one of the deadliest bombers in the world for at least another decade. Despite being designed in the 1970s, the B-1 Lancer is not a relic of the past. It is still shaping the future of warfare. It has proven that a high-speed, heavy-strike bomber still has a place in modern military strategy. While the B-21 Raider is expected to take over in the future, it is still in development, and the B-1 will continue to serve as a key strike force for many years to come. Military experts agree that even with the introduction of new bombers, the B-1 will remain a crucial part of U.S. air power well into the 2030s and possibly beyond. Even though other bombers have strengths in stealth or endurance, none can match the B-1's speed and versatility. It can launch devastating airstrikes, outrun enemy fighters, and return safely before the enemy even has time to react. This ability makes it one of the most valuable aircraft in modern warfare. The B-1 is not just about firepower, it is about strategic dominance. The psychological impact of the B-1 alone is enough to force enemies to think twice before challenging U.S. forces. Seeing a B-1 in the skies means destruction is coming, and that fear factor alone makes it an essential part of the U.S. military. With constant upgrades, new weapons, and improved technology, the B-1 Lancer remains a force to be reckoned with. It has proven itself in combat, strategic deterrence, and rapid response missions, showing time and time again why it is one of the most effective bombers ever created. The B-1's mission is not over yet. As long as there are threats that require a quick, devastating response, this bomber will continue to dominate the skies. Whether it is launching long-range missile strikes, supporting troops on the ground, or patrolling contested areas, the B-1 Lancer is still a war machine that will not retire anytime soon. What do you think? Can the B-1 Lancer continue to dominate modern battlefields? Let us know in the comments.